Yo, what's up, guys? It's PokeTube here, and today we got a battle between N and me. So N is playing YvelToad, and I'm going to be playing Mega Gardevoir in this matchup. He actually played the wrong deck, so he's going to grab his YvelToad deck. I just left my setup out. He said it was alright, and we're just going to see. I wanted to see how this matchup would go. I felt like I had the advantage just because, I'm fairies, I'm resistant, but I guess we'll see later on in this match. I actually forgot what happened. So I'm going to go ahead and start. No, he starts. He leads off with a Darkrai, and he attaches a Muscle Band to YvelToad and plays Jirachi for a Juniper. So that's kind of what you want for this kind of deck as a start. Start off with Jirachi, get a supporter, attach a Muscle Band as fast as you can, but sometimes people play Megaphones, so maybe it's not the best thing to do. But he's going to go ahead and Ultra Ball a Lysander and a Juniper for a YvelToad. And then I'm going to go ahead and start my turn. I'm going to start on the Megaphone, play a Fairy Garden. And I go ahead and play N just because my hand was pretty bad. I mean, it wasn't terrible, but it wasn't like the best hand in the world, so I went ahead and played it. And I forgot what I get with the N. Let's go ahead and see what I get. God, I shuffled for a long time. I think, a Gardevoir out. No, I Ultra Ball a Colress and a Lysander's Trump card. That was the proxy for Lysander's Trump. So I go ahead and discard a Lysander's Trump card and a Colress. And I'm pretty sure I get Gardevoir out. Or no, actually a Kangaskhan out at this point. And I go ahead and shuffle my deck. I guess I'm taking my sweet time here. Take a long time to shuffle. And I'm just going to go ahead and attach and go for a Geomancy. He's got his Darkrai active. He doesn't have a tool on Trubbish yet, so I'm not worried about Garbotoxin at this point. He's going to go ahead and play Hypnotoxic Laser, get Tails. And I already put the Verbank damage on, or the poison damage. He's going to go for Professor's Letter and get 2 Dark Energy out. He's going to attach to YvelToad and another one to YvelToad. I don't know how he did that. I guess he already had one. Don't know what just happened there. But I guess he's going to attach 2 energy and he's going to go for a Quaking Punch. And I have no items at this point. So I go ahead and go for a Juniper, I'm pretty sure, or Sycamore. Oh, no, I go for a Colress. I go for a Colress, and I can only draw 6 cards, so... Actually, no, I can only draw 5 cards. So I get a Gardevoir, I get 2 Gardevoirs, a Spritzee, and a Fairy Energy, and I think I just go for Geomancy at this point. So he's going to draw. And he's basically just going to spam Quicken Punch at this point. There's really not much he can go for. I mean, he can try to go for an Evil Ball or a Y Cyclone, but it'll just put me at an advantage. He gets a Heads on Sleep, which is really annoying. And he's going to go ahead and take a prize. And going into my turn, I believe I lead off with Gardevoir just so I can stall out a little bit. I think I evolve in a Mega Kangaskhan sooner or later. But at this point, I'm falling really behind. I can't get Aromatisse out. I can't play Max Potion. I can't really do anything at this point. I can't Ultra Ball for anything. So the only support I have is just supporters. That's it. I was asking how many cards he had in hand. I'm going to go ahead and Lysander out. An YvelToad, and doesn't matter. He top decked a Dark Energy. He's going to go for a Juniper, getting a DCE and a couple other things. He's going to evolve in a Gardevoir and just retreat and go for a Quaking Punch. I evolve into a Aromatisse, which is basically pointless because I can't really do anything. I can't Fairy Transfer. The only thing Fairy Transfer is going to do for me is allow free retreat, but I can't play Max Potion, and that's basically the staple in this deck is Max Potion. So I go ahead and Skyla for a Juniper. And I think what I do is I Fairy Transfer to the active Gardevoir and Fairy Transfer back to YvelToad so I can stop his items. I do not want Gardevoir coming out. That's just annoying. Like Garbotoxin, I'm glad it's going to rotate out soon. But yeah, he goes for an N. And I think he attaches a DCE to the bench YvelToad. And he's going to draw 5. I'm going to draw 6, which is good. So going into my next turn, I'll have 7 cards in my hand. He attaches a Head Ringer. Actually, no, he can't because of Quaking Punch. I attach a fairy to the Kangaskhan, and I fairy transfer. And I think what I do is I just Mega Evolve. Yeah, I just Mega Evolve. And going into his turn, I think he's gonna. Yep, he's gonna attach a Head Ringer to the active Kangaskhan because I didn't Quaking Punch that turn. We're gonna see a Hypnotoxic Laser for a Tails, and we're gonna see an Ultra Ball for probably another YvelToad. I think, I'm not sure. Actually, he's gonna fail the Ultra Ball, so he's gonna go for a Juniper. And he's going to attach another Head Ringer to my Gardevoir. And we're just going to see a Quaking Punch for 50. And including laser damage, so 60. I'm going to go for an N because I really have nothing else to do. I was hoping for him to not use YvelToad and instead use YvelToad because I really, really wanted items. I can Max Potion, I can Ultra Ball, I can Evo Soda, I can do all sorts of things. I can attach a Spirit Link. So what I do is I attach to YvelToad, retreat him, and I go for Wham Bam Punch for Tails, which sucks. You don't want to get Tails on your first Wham Bam Punch. 2 heads, the magic number. 3 is what you want. So we're going to see a Scramble Switch for a ton of damage, a ton of energy on this active YvelToad. We're going to see a Colress for 8. And right there I was just counting up how much damage would be done to the active Kangaskhan. And it wouldn't be enough for a knockout. And I was hoping to draw a Max Potion because I have access to item cards now. We're going to see attachment to Darkrai. And going into my turn, I told him I was going to fairy transfer and Max Potion anyway. So I put Gardevoir down, and then I just go for a Wham Bam Punch. Actually, Lysander out the YvelToad, and I go for a Wham Bam Punch. He said this is a bad decision on my part just because he's going to go for N, and it's going to put me down to 4 cards, which is annoying. But still, I have an active Kangaskhan with 230 HP with the Head Ringer with 4 energy, so I'm good to attack. And hopefully, if he doesn't go for YvelToad, I can just keep Wham Bam Punching. But I think this YvelToad's getting really beefed up with that DCE and the 2 Darkness energy. So I'll go ahead and draw 4 cards. We see our Verbank City Gym. And we're just going to see a Y Cyclone to the Darkrai. So I'm going to bench Spritzy. I realized I have 5 on the bench, so I took it off. And I thought Skyfield was active, but it's not, because I've been playing Rayquaza all morning. I Spirit Link into Mega Gardevoir. And what I should have done is I should have just Fairy Transfer onto the Mega Gardevoir and start Brilliant Arrow. Because one he could have knocked me out in 1 hit, and I could have had access to Max Potion. I don't know why I did that, honestly. I could have just kept Gardevoir out there, Fairy Transfer, Max Potion. So that was a bad play on my part. And then here, I think I scoop because there's really nothing much I can do. That was the dumb decision. That was game costing right there. If I would have kept that Gardevoir out, I could have just Brilliant Arrowed, Max Potion. So yeah, I tried to retreat, but I realized Fairy Garden's not up. So I just called a game, and I decided to scoop. But yeah, it would have been a good game if I would have sent that Gardevoir out. But yeah, that kind of pissed me off now that I look back on it. But this is PokéTube, and thanks for watching.